sure many of you are aware, dementia cases are really rapidly increasing, unfortunately. So in terms of some of the stats, the World Health Organization reckons that about 78 million people worldwide will have dementia by 2030. And then that's going to rise even more significantly over the following 20 years to 150 million people. Now, Alzheimer's, so dementia is a generalized term. Alzheimer's is a specific disease within dementia, and Alzheimer's contributes, it's reckoned, about 60 to 70% of all of the dementia cases globally. And if we look at that as a disease, it's actually the 7th largest cause of death globally. And within wealthier countries like the UK, USA, much of Europe, it's actually the 2nd largest cause of death. Some data from the UK that the NHS recently produced is reckoned about 1 in 14 people over 65 and 1 in 6 people over 80 at risk of developing Alzheimer's. But actually, it's not all necessarily older people. Around 1 in 20 people are actually under the age of 65. And as you may or may not know, there are currently no cures for dementia or Alzheimer's, unfortunately. But we do know that there are ways that we can reduce our risk, significantly reduce our risk. And as it turns out, HeartMath is one of those ways. So that's what I'll be sharing with you. So we decided to create this presentation because some exciting new research has recently come out, which builds on top of an existing body of research around the benefits of coherence practice on the brain. But this research is led by a lady called Mara Mather. She's a professor of gerontology and psychology at the Southern California University, Los Angeles. She's also one of the top, actually the top 1% scientists in the world, as voted by scientific colleagues. And she was leading this large team of researchers, and they were conducting, and have been since 2018, when they started a clinical trial, which is funded by the US National Institute of Health. Now, this is entirely independent research. So HeartMath are not involved in this research, or rather, we're not involved formally, but the researchers decided to use our technology within their research. So what was happening is they took a cohort of participants who were practicing for 4 to 5 weeks, depending on the intervention, basically slow pace, what we call coherent breathing, and they were using our biofeedback technology. A product called the M-Wave Pro. So all of these people were using HeartMath's HRV biofeedback. And the findings from the research, which I'm going to share with you, reveal really exciting, measurable benefits to brain health, to brain structure, and to brain function. And I'm not kind of like promising that this is a cure or anything, because it's not, there are no cures. But what it suggests is that these benefits really do have the potential to protect the brain against both premature aging and dementia, and I'll explain how and why.